Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It with Ling. And we have a very special guest today. You want to call your Instagram name?
Fuck
Or
it,
you
why
want to be
not?
just Nikki? All right, we have Miss Baldy Nikki here with us today. And this is going to be a total different interview, guys. As you can already see, she done switched up the scenery. Okay? So your girl.
Had to get my good side.
Right, your girl is giving left profile.
And still looking bad as fuck. So
Thank you.
what about it?
Introduce yourself. Tell me something about you.
Hey, so I'm Baldy Nikki, and I'm happy to be here. Like it's a show, girl. I don't know.
All right, so let's take our motherfucking shots. Y'all know we got tequila reposado. It's the only thing I do.
Cheers.
Literally could never take a whole one. Oh my god.
I thought that's what we was doing.
You didn't have to. Jesus. Okay, yeah, she's ready. She's ready for the show. She ready for the
My
motherfucking
fault, I ain't
smoke.
get the memo.
That's a big one.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I'm like, I'm halfway down, but y'all know I do that every episode. I can never take the whole thing. Pause. Fucking pause. Because yes, I can. But anyway.
I know that's right.
The fuck. All right, so we're going to get to know you.
Mm-hmm.
We already know who you are. So your name's Nikki, right?
Exactly.
How old are you?
23. I'm a baby.
Very, very young baby. What do you do for a living?
I work in a salon in Warren, New Jersey, so I do hair.
She got the sexy voice on, y'all. So I'm sorry. Look,
hold on, wait.
You do got a mic though. You are
It's the tequila.
It's the tequila already. I
Hell
work
yeah.
in the salon.
It's going down my vocal cords right
Right.
now.
Okay, guys. So she is a licensed cosmetologist.
Pause.
No, it's a pause. You ain't like
We gonna keep going.
Hey, fucking, you know what? She do her motherfucking thing.
Allegedly.
That's
Allegedly.
it. Like, are you also a bartender?
I am. When post. I feel like it. When I feel like it.
Just whenever she feel like it. So she had a couple talents. She could do some things. We're gonna find out more. What is your race?
I am Dominican and Peruvian.
Okay, see, yeah, I've been trying to figure out. I'm like, I know she's Spanish, but like, what kind of Spanish? Just so many different kind of fucking
yeah.
Spanishes,
I'm always hearing some type of shit.
But I thought you was black too at the same time.
Dominican.
So, oh yeah, that's close enough to black.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you grow up?
In Linden. On the suburbs.
Right up the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
I found her. Broadway.
First of all, I found you, but continue.
She found me at John McGraw, and I think that's birthday employee.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, scoot up some. Yeah. You
just say you want me closer to you. It's okay.
I mean, if that was the case, you could have just sat on my lap for the interview, but you got to sit this way.
Is that an option?
Yeah.
What's up? Matter of fact, you need to sit on my lap. Wait till she stands up.
So, do you have any siblings?
I do. I got a baby sister.
Okay, so no brothers, just you and your little sister?
Yeah, we like 11, 12 years apart. So I was the only child for that long.
For a long time. Do you ever wear long weave? I can't even picture you.
I haven't in like 2 years maybe. But bitch, I'm so quick to throw on the lace front when I'm not feeling myself. So fucking quick.
Do you do your own hair?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Always.
I also feel like I have never seen you without makeup on. Do you ever not have on makeup?
Yeah. It's not often.
Why don't you ever post on social media? And when you do post, you post in your close friends. Are you hiding from somebody?
Ooh. I like how you worded that question. I'm not hiding from nobody, no, but I am protecting my peace because, matter of fact, fuck all of that. We don't post on social media because honestly, that shit has gotten lame. Like, I feel like a lot of times when you meet people off of social media that you would think have like these fiery ass personalities and they so fun on the gram and all this other shit, you meet them and they're like a dead body. Shit. Yeah, it's like a whole different vibe. So it's like I just feel like that shit is lame. Like people got these fake ass personas that they try to keep up with for the gram, for Facebook, Twitter, all that shit. And then it's not even really adding up in real life. So I feel like I focus way more on like my real life interactions. Like I meet so many people on a day-to-day basis just being out anywhere. And I like to feed into that more than fuck is social media doing for me? Until I'm able to monetize it, I really don't care for it.
Okay. I like that answer.
Mm-hmm.
So, does that have anything to do with why you left? Because you left social media for how many months? Because you definitely were gone, but I seen the other day you posted like, I took a break.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you said 2 or 4 months, but your ass was gone.
Yeah, it was a couple months. It was just a nice little detox because I feel like another thing that I didn't like is anytime that I was bored, I would catch myself like opening my phone, scrolling through my Instagram, and like for what? Like I really took a step back and realized like what the fuck is this shit doing for me? Like there's so many better things that you could be doing to try to like progress yourself in your life, even if it's just like putting your phone down, reading a book, researching something, looking for a new hustle. Like there's so much more outside of social media. I feel like I just had more of an attachment to a point where I'll be driving and I'll open my Instagram. So it's like, you just get so caught up in that routine that sometimes you just need to delete the app. You need to delete the app for a second. And that was my next question.
I was going to ask, like, were you getting on but not posting, or you just were not on at all?
There was a couple times that I had to re-download it because my friends were like, nah, I DM'd you something. You got to go look at it. It's like, I open it, and I catch myself watching people's stories. I'm like, hold on, fuck this shit. Delete. We're not doing that. But, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not anti-social media. Like, I'll get back into it. I've been wanting to get back into it for bartending purposes because I have been bartending again, and it's like, ain't nobody really gonna pull up and see you if they not seeing you.
Right. What I'm coming to see.
Exactly. I mean? Yeah.
Guys, she hasn't posted on her page since 2020. Like, what the fuck? We don't even know if you look like this anymore. Like, bitch, you probably done gained about 60 fucking pounds since then and everything.
Did.
But she didn't. No, the hell you didn't. No, the hell you didn't.
See, I was hiding perfectly too. I could have been like, yeah, baby on the way.
It's giving titties. They see it.
Nah, it's funny though, because I did have a couple niggas DM me like, you pregnant or something.
Like, where the fuck you at? That would have been my first assumption too. Like, yo, this bitch hiding the fucking pregnancy.
You either pregnant or you fell off. One or the other. But like,
one or the fucking other. But no,
that's my issue too. Like, why people think like that? Like, you're not posting on social media, you got some shit going on. Something ain't working out.
That's usually what's going on though. No. Especially with a female, usually pregnant, knocked up and hiding shit.
Were you hiding from your social media when you were pregnant?
Hell no.
No, okay.
No, my son was an IVF baby, so everybody knew like the trouble that I had conceiving him in the first place. So I went through the whole thing on social media.
Oh, really? That's nice.
So my son has a bunch of cyber aunts and uncles and everybody. That's like, dope, seriously.
It's dope when people are able to use their platform and just be vulnerable. To remind everybody that motherfuckers are normal people. Like, that's social media got people feeling like they're not normal people no more.
For real.
Like, you still regular.
I ended up, I really got friends like around the fucking world. That I did this shit with. We have certain pages for like IVF moms and shit like that. And there's actual 3 girls I'm in a group chat with. We went through the whole process together, like at the same time. Like, who's going to be putting their eggs in October? Who's going to be putting their eggs in September? And then we got in a group chat and then we just went through it together. And it's just crazy. Onyx is not named Onyx for any reason that's deep whatsoever. Like, I'm not a deep person. I'm not a deep thinker. Like, I'm not. I have to be on like hella drugs to think really far. Like, I never ever overstress my brain. So I got Onyx name from a building. Like, I used to travel from Baltimore to Jersey almost every fucking weekend. And on the turnpike, it's a big ass building in Woodbridge with Onyx on it. I'm like, oh, that's a cool name. That's really fucking cool. And then I'm like, when I have a baby one day, I'm going to name it Onyx. And I did it.
You know what's so funny about that? My cat's name is actually, if I ever have a daughter, what my daughter's name would be. And it's for a dumb reason, too. I actually fell in love with the name Sabaya because I was in a Muslim oil shop looking for a new Muslim oil scent. And he's trying to sell me this one specific one.
As fuck, though.
Yeah, he like, yeah, I made this scent. It's Dubai for beautiful women. And I was like, where's Sabaya? I like that. But I've been looking it up and don't nothing about beautiful women fucking come up with Sabaya. But whatever. We gonna rock with it. He made that shit up. We gonna rock with it.
He made that shit up and it's sold. That's it. That's all that matters. But I ended up looking up Onyx after, and then I found out, that it was this special, unique black diamond. And I'm like, wow, I always, like, my son is super duper chocolate. So I would kind of like related the two as like a black diamond, like a black ass baby. And my baby is just like, seriously, like just everything. And it's more to it. I can't remember right now, but my sister's friend, Sarah, she pulled up the meaning of Onyx, and it was like, it's pretty much like it's a diamond that's strong, but it can save you. You know what I mean? Like it has some type of like saving purposes or whatever. And not that I was like in danger or going through anything, but like I could say that he saved me from going a certain way because there's certain lifestyles that I can't live because I have him now. So I have to change a lot of things about myself to be a better woman for him. So in some ways you could say he saved the bitch. In some ways some people be like he fucked some shit up because he was in the way or some shit like that. But I don't choose to see it like that. I absolutely love being a mom.
He definitely has a dope name.
How do you love being a cat mom?
I mean, so it's funny because I was never anti-cat, but being allergic to cats, right? I never had an interest for it really. Like I love all animals, don't get me wrong, but it's like now that I have her, I get lucky with my pets that like she's literally the sweetest thing ever. Like when I tell you my cat is literally on me every second I'm home. She comes, she lays down right on my chest if I'm laying down.
What she look like?
She sleeps with me. She's gray and white. I got pictures for to show you. She sleeps with me. She cuddles with me. My cat likes to cuddle, and it's so funny because that's one of the things I was scared of. Like I hear a lot of people say like cats are mean, they this, they that, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, damn, I'm about to have this shit in my house, but like, nah, like she's literally the perfect fucking pet. She made me love cats fully. Still a little allergic to
I was about to say, but you're still allergic.
Yeah.
Are you single?
I am. I'm so proud to say that too. I'm so fucking single.
Well, then, bitch, how long you been single? Because you make it sound like it's some new shit. You know, bitches be souped up when they fresh out of a like relationship or fresh out of divorce.
By April's gonna be a solid year. So in a couple weeks, I'll make a year.
Yeah, that's still kind of new.
It's still kind of new, right? I guess this is like my first summer outside, but I wasn't really outside. So next summer.
This summer.
Yeah,
this one coming
same
up.
Shit, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, make sure you outside this summer because I'm the fuck.
We outside
this summer.
Yeah, we the fuck outside. We outside. Don't worry. Make sure you pull up on us too. We gonna be at a bar somewhere.
We gonna be outside, y'all.
You still outside?
No.
When you feel like it, or it's just out the door? You not fuck with that no more.
I would do it if an opportunity like came about, but I don't want to bartend where I was bartending.
So I just want to throw this in here. It's so funny because I like how I corrected you earlier when you tried to say like, "Oh, you found me." I had to make it very, very known that I found her.
Oh my god!
Because she was my bartender and I did try to bag her. And you know, it's funny. I was drunk on live, so low key, I got that video somewhere in my phone. Because I'm like,
was that the first time? Because I don't think that was the first time. Because I think what you have recorded is the one that's down that when we was downstairs. But I first met you upstairs.
No, I know what video you talking about. Yeah, I was upstairs because it's funny because I'm on live and I didn't realize I was on live. And you like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's the feds. Like, it's something recorded.
Word, I'm like, yo, you was like, this is hella op. Like, what the fuck am I being recorded?
But I had just met her and I'm like, nah, like, I love you though. Like, I need you to know, like, I love you, bitch. And you like, you know what's crazy? I don't remember your name.
We supposed to go on dates.
All right,
we should have been fucking biting now. It is, what day is it?
Bitch, it's been like a year.
I don't even fucking know.
A year isn't. That was
a year is a stretch. Oh yeah.
A year is
I might have met you in like August.
Yeah, it's been a couple months.
Yeah, it's been a couple months. Exactly. She should be pregnant.
Anyway.
Or me, because at this point she told me that she was gonna take me from my nigga and all this stuff, and I'm still not taking.
Still will.
We gonna see.
You told me you like steak, right?
Go to steakhouse.
I was gonna take her to Mastro's, y'all. I'm tricking. I be tricking for a bad bitch. Period.
It ain't tricking if you got it. We outside.
So I'm tricking.
It's like aggravating, yo. So my follow-up question with that would be, do you like women and men?
Both.
Oh, you like both? Cause you were just in a relationship with a man.
I was.
Okay, cool. Cool, but not cool. But we get it. Like,
fuck out of here. Anyway,
re-drink my drink, and it's my shot is going. Oh,
wait. When did you finish the shot?
When you told me to. You said catch up.
And you took it?
Yeah.
Dude,
I caught up.
Okay. Anyway, good.
I'm still tingling from your fucking shot.
So I am still tingling from my shot though. I swear to God, I feel that shit all in my chest. And then she made this strong ass drink.
I was just about to say, let them know how this.
I'm gonna be mad as hell if this video comes out and I'm just like a white figure, because I feel like every time I get close to that camera, I'm just seeing Casper.
You want to light out? You want one of the lights out?
It's giving flashback. No, it's like. If it don't
I know it's a different world for y'all light skinned women, you know.
If you
I can't turn white.
I know that's right. Melanin got period. Can you stand up and do a spin? I'm putting her on the spot. I don't give a fuck. Cause wait, let me say this first. Let me say this first. I got to the crib, right, and I had to follow her up the stairs, and oh my fucking god, bro! All it was doo-doo, doo-doo. I'm like, god damn.
No, I was like, I feel it.
That was my gift for showing up. I was a little late, but it's okay. I'm gonna buy you food. I'm gonna take you on a date, girl. But I'm gonna buy you food.
We've been supposed to do that.
Hold on, do a spin. God damn. Are you seeing? Anyway. Matter of fact, don't watch that. Don't watch that.
That was a little bright.
So, cheers. What we cheers into?
This is tasty as fuck.
You took a sip already?
Yeah.
So what the fuck we cheers for?
You just
Never
keep
mind.
missing it. No, we're gonna make this announcement.
Where the fuck I be at? All right, cheers.
I don't know. We are gonna
cheers to more money, more success, and more life. Period.
Definitely.
Easy way to go.
Took all my words out. That sounds good to me. Ooh. She said that was strong.
Yeah. It is actually, now that I had that shot towards the back, it ain't that.
Yeah, it's like a good mixture. You a bartender, you know.
No, it's a good like a bunch of liquor. No, it's a good drink.
Or like a bunch of sugar.
It's a good drink.
I don't like a sweet drink like at all. At all.
Oh,
you used to always have me mixing up some sweet shit.
See, I was tricking on her a little bit because anytime I would go to her bar, right, I low-key was pulling up by myself to see my friend Squirt Dog. Shout out to Squirt Dog.
Shout out Squirt.
But yes, I'd be pulling up by myself, and I'm just like, all right, I'm having a drink. What you drinking? But I would make her drink whatever I was drinking, and I'm a fruity drink ass bitch. I don't like the taste of liquor, and if you say you like the taste of liquor, you lying. I don't care.
But you're definitely lying. And I drink.
And I like to enjoy my liquor. I don't like to drink. I don't care for being drunk. But
I don't like being drunk, but somehow I always end up it. And so do you. So
wait, you judging me.
She having this loud squeaky voice and lit.
Wait, while the loud squeaky voice
because hold on. That's a fact. That is a fact.
Most definitely, if I'm outside somewhere and I'm a little drunk, best believe I'm screeching at everybody. Like, we
gotta stop!
Yeah. That's my ear, but I thought that was the microphone.
I thought it was
too. It's okay. It's the area y'all can't see. We going.
Word. It's on the other side. Y'all ain't even know what's missing. So, do you? I did ask you. I asked you if you wanted to have children. My bad, y'all.
No, you did not.
I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I asked you if you have children.
No, it's funny because I jumped the broom and said like, jump the broom. That mean you getting married.
Yeah, you got married. That mean you got married. She jumped the broom and had a baby.
I meant to say jump the gun. That's the term, right?
Yeah.
All right, boom. I jumped the gun and said I don't want kids, but I just be saying that because I'm not having them no time soon. Like a lot of people don't know, like I'm only 23 because like a bitch look a little grown, and I got my shit together.
Don't need to rush it. I didn't have my son until I was 28, girl.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have my kids until I'm in my 30s because by the time I'm in my 30s, I want to own properties. And I want to be able to like actually be there for my kids' childhood. Like I want to be there to raise them. So I want them investments tucked over there. So I don't gotta be at work.
So you don't have to be working and shit.
But
that's crazy because that's like what I'm dealing with like literally right now. I kind of talked about it a little on the episode prior, so I'm not gonna talk too much on it. Yeah. I just turned 30 and I think my last episode she asked like, you know, like, do you work? Like what do you do for work and stuff? And I'm like, honestly, I'm a mom for work. Like ever since my son was created, like I lost my job August 2020 over some bullshit. You guys know because I told you in the last episode.
What was the job? Just out of curiosity.
I was working for a liquor distribution. I was doing some customer service shit. Just not even selling, but making sure like big distributions got their shipments of liquor.
Okay.
Doing nothing. So when COVID hit, I didn't abide by the rules. I took the chance of, I guess, getting other motherfuckers sick, and I lost my job. So after that, I ended up pregnant in September of 2020, right after losing my job in August. So I'm like, damn.
You ain't have to emphasize it like that. You ain't have to put the timeline together like that.
Listen, but because it was 2020, I got to get in where I fit in with all the motherfuckers with that unemployment. You feel me? So
I think we was all getting unemployment because I know.
Girl, I wish I would have lost my job prior. Long before.
I was working on the books and getting my unemployment. And I was getting food stamps.
See,
I'm sorry.
Shit was lit.
I apologize. But
Listen, it was a
The feds gonna be
pandemic,
on
y'all.
this shit like they said they was doing. What? One thing I didn't do was that PPP loan shit. Cause all
And I wish I would have.
You do?
Them motherfuckers ain't paying it back. I know like 3 people that did that shit. And
I
they
don't
not
know.
paying
Because
back.
I've been seeing articles that Biden is really trying to crack down on that shit, and I believe it. I just think it's gonna take some time because they got a website full of everybody who filed a PPP loan.
The list came out on Facebook. That shit was crazy.
Like your government information is out there. Your whole government name. If you did a PPP loan to your Nah, but I think that they're gonna go for the ones that got the big bands. And if you ain't getting no big bands out of it, then shut
it
up.
was different amounts that people did receive.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't all the same.
Nah, but I know there was like this news clip that I had seen when they was reading off some of the names. Yo, I was crying.
That shit was really crazy. When I was seeing people from Rawway, I'm like, this bitch don't got no business. This nigga don't got no business. They not doing anything. They not getting no money.
You can look my name up. My shit ain't on there. Sorry.
I wouldn't even been embarrassed if my name was on there, but I ain't. But if anything like that ever comes across my lap again, I'm doing it. I would do it. I do really have a business though. It's literally people saying they got taxi businesses and shit, and they don't really have anything. Like, so what the fuck? I don't understand how y'all not in jail.
They said they only trying to crack down on it by like people who don't have employees. So like if you didn't have funds going out of your account paying to like a payroll,
right?
Then
you should have to show proof before they even approved you. I think that was.
But I think there was probably so many submissions that do you really think that anybody was gonna sit there and go through? Like unemployment still owe me money. They got so many people to go through that like.
I'm about to sign up for unemployment again.
You do nails? I'm sorry because I glanced
at like 3 times and you do? I never told you that.
No, you didn't.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I wasn't selling myself.
You were supposed to tell me that over dentist. That's my fault. We're gonna get there.
I'll take that. Yes, I do nails. Shayling that's why it's called Let's Talk About It with Ling. Because people know that I do nails. Yeah. Yeah, she's terrible. Just talk about let me get on that show.
No, because literally, like how I was just saying, like I really don't be like now I'm programmed to dead not be on Instagram. So sometimes like it's still the same shit.
Be caught up.
Yeah, like while I'm driving, I'll let stories play, and if I'm hearing something that's catching my eye, I'm glancing over it. And her story be catching my eye because I know she look good, so I'm gonna look over it, and I see she doing interviews. I'm like, oh wait. Let me get a interview.
Like, what the fuck you doing?
But I really don't know what's going on.
You know what's crazy?
All jokes aside, I don't even know what I walked into. I didn't know what this could have been or nothing. I was just here.
She was just down for the cause, and I appreciate that.
I'm just here for her.
I was about to say that's still supporting me and getting me an episode and getting me, you feel me, some content out there. So I appreciate that.
And I know it's gonna be a couple nosy bitches lurking, just trying to see what the fuck I'm saying.
But let me tell you how you are not the only person who hit me up like, no, I'm not no entrepreneur, but I want to be on the show.
I didn't even know that this was like an entrepreneur bitch. See, I really did not know anything. I seen she posted she was on the interview. I clicked on it, listened to it for a couple minutes. I'm like, oh, I want to pull up and talk.
Like, right,
yeah, like let me pull up and talk. I got a big mouth.
So see, I'm gonna have some girl talk episodes for sure.
Oh, you definitely gotta do girl talk. For sure. I want to be a part of girl talk.
Girl.
I thought that.
And I want to hit so many topics like that. Be like hot, like the right now shit.
You know what this was giving me when I first seen
Megan Stallion bullshit.
I didn't mean to cut you off like that, but I gotta put this out there. When I first seen her little like, it's giving Carisha please. Period.
You are not. Men and women have said that.
Yeah, it's dead giving Carisha please. So that's why when I saw it and I seen it was you doing it, I'm like, bitch, I want to be a part of this shit. The fuck? Because yo, all jokes aside, this shit gonna blow up. You gonna blow up with this shit. You know what's so funny?
I be feeling so blessed because again, you're not the only person that says that. I love that people see that though for me.
Yes.
Or 100%. Feel that for me because
that gives you the ultimate confidence in everything you're doing.
It does. But I'm already so passionate about this shit. Like, I love it. Like, I still get so nervous when people about to come over. Like, I be nervous about like the way that I look or
wait, give me a hug.
Like the episode, like everything. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I get really nervous about everything. Like,
well, bitch, the setup is immaculate. Period.
Thank you.
She done made me a drink. She was over here crushing the ice, putting that work in. I'm like, oh, this is love.
I heard like, oh, girl, you a great host. I'm like, I try my best. Like,
you are a great host.
Thank you. You're welcome. To make everybody feel, comfortable. I want it to be like a conversation. Like, I don't want you to feel awkward or like scared or, you know what I mean?
Well, why the fuck you pulling up if you awkward and scared? Stay your ass home, please.
Anyway. That's true, but still, people be weird as shit. Like, I've done people nails before, and they'll sit there like with headphones in or fucking weird. Like, come on,
that's different. Like,
no, let's get to know each other. Why not?
Nah, if I'm getting a service done, I like to shut the fuck up. Like, I be wishing clients.
Oh my god, you one of those
too. Yeah, Like another thing I
Excuse me,
like let's say you're doing like somebody makeup or something, they just staring in your face but not saying nothing. Like, damn, bitch, look down
Close your
or
eyes,
something.
go to
Like,
sleep.
yeah. Like, anyway.
See, I don't feel like that. Do you have a celebrity crush?
No,
Me either.
I sure don't.
Like at all.
Actually,
You
nah,
do?
let me not do that. No, I don't.
I don't know what she was about to go for, y'all. Let's keep it going.
I
don't
shouldn't have taken that
crush.
shot. I need to be a little bit more conscious of what the fuck is going on right now. Because if your show when her show blow up, I don't need nothing coming back. Like,
yeah, because it is going to blow up, and all of these
you see, I call myself
prior episodes. Yeah, I appreciate it. Girl.
Listen, I know the vibes.
It's just like, oh, I never got to share this with the show. So on my last episode, my guest came and she brought her girlfriend, and I didn't know her girlfriend was like a tarot reading like type of person.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So after the episode, she's like, "Oh, I need to use the bathroom, and then I'm gonna come back and read you. I'm gonna tell you what I read about you or some shit like that, right?" So I'm like, "Oh shit! Like what the fuck?" Girl, she comes back in here and says, "Do you know your purpose?" And I'm like, "No, like I'm trying to find it." Like I feel like I've been searching for my purpose for at least 20 years strong. I'm 30. I ain't maybe like 15. Yeah, like 15 years. Because at 15 years old, I probably didn't give a fuck about no purpose. What the fuck? But once I was 15, it's like everything did start changing in my life. Like I moved from New Jersey to Maryland. I was in a new school. I was figuring out a new life and everything. So I have been searching for my purpose. And she just flat out was like, this is it. This is it. Like you were sent here pretty much like for help of exposure for other people. You know what I mean? Like you were here to push other people to their limit and like support other people in what they're doing, and your generosity and you being so genuine and you having a love for someone else winning is gonna cause you to win. And it's just you just showing love. Like that's just what you here to do. And it's crazy because y'all know on my episodes prior, people say all the time like, "Yo, you support everybody." I don't even have to be doing nothing, have anything coming up. I support everybody, like everybody.
That's how it should be. That's how the whole world should
I'll
be,
support some people, and then I'll have friends slide up like, "Why would you post this dirty bitch cooking?" Or "Why would you post this dirty nigga doing this?" Like people will say stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I support everybody, especially if you Black. I support everybody, everything that you're doing, because I want all of us to win. Like it's really money made every day for us to go and get. Like, so why not let's go get it together? And it's a click of a fucking button to repost some shit. And you know what's crazy? I repost certain people's stuff like on a daily. They don't always even repost my shit to this day back. I'm still gonna repost you because I've reposted nail techs.
It's
not a competition.
You know how it
for
feel
me.
to be an entrepreneur. Yeah,
exactly. It's not a competition for me. Like this is what it is. You feel me? And like, why not help the next person? I could never be that crab in a barrel pulling another motherfucker down for me to get on top. Like
that's how you block.
Unless it got something to do with like feeding my son. If I gotta, you feel me, do something for mine and then yours gotta get hurt because of it, it is what it is. That is different territory though. You feel me? If my son was starving or something like that, I would probably take
the dishes out
limits.
your kitchen.
You feel me?
What
Yeah,
Jay-Z
you feel
say?
me? Like
what Jay-Z say?
It'd be different, but you feel me? Thank you, God. We're not in that type of predicament, so it don't gotta
never
get
will
up.
be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never the fuck will be.
So I say that to say she gave me a lot more hope and excitement for the future. She like, make sure you just give it your all. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm going to. I said, oh bitch, you about to have me invest in a motherfucking camera. I'm about to have a whole new setup because I'm moving. Y'all know I'm moving April. Where
you moving to?
Girl, I'm moving downstairs to a 2-bedroom.
Oh, all right.
Just so my son can have his own space.
I was gonna say you coming closer to me, but it's alright. It's not too far.
I was about to say, yeah, we're not that far. We ain't that far, and I'm in Broadway all the time, like almost every day for.
I mean, I'm not.
But wait, you don't be in London?
Barely. I stopped by. Like I boom.
Oh,
so like,
I
stopped
from
by.
London, but you don't live in London.
Nah. You know what's so funny? I feel like So boom, I always get invited to be like a part of like podcasts, all that type of. Because like when Clubhouse popped off, I was like real big with like Clubhouse because like I like shit like that because I like to talk.
Oh, I remember that was a thing.
Mhm.
Okay, I never got into it though.
I did. So I get real deep in like my topics and shit. Like when I'm pinned on a topic, like I'll go in depth because I'm just like a deep thinker, but like in the most calm way, right? So like I used to always say like
So
I've always
opposite of
wanted to
me.
be a part of like a podcast or something like that, and I've gotten many different invites, but I always turn that shit down because it's just like nah, like I want my own shit. But what? Ooh, I hit the microphone. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyways, when I seen that you was doing this little,
Can I get a refill on the shot? Okay.
when I seen that you was doing the show, I was like, yeah, nah. I'm sliding right in here.
Wait, is this your first podcast though?
Yeah, 100%. Like I literally always turn that shit down, but I made sure like nah.
Thank you. See what I mean? Like I done told y'all again on a fucking prior episode. Real niggas fuck with me, and I do not give a fuck who don't. So, I definitely think being humble plays a big part in success, though. Like, I don't think you have to be obnoxious to be successful. Like, I just don't find that necessary.
You really fucking.
So I probably never will be that.
You should be though, bitch. Look at you.
What, obnoxious?
No, not obnoxious, but not humble, bitch.
Not humble. I think it's okay with.
I'm just
I ain't never gonna throw it in a motherfucking face, but sometimes I do like to throw it in a motherfucking face. Like
it's okay to pop your shit from time to time,
yeah,
and don't let anybody convince you that it's not. It's 100% okay.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that because sometimes I wake up first of all, a couple days ago. This is gonna be weeks later, but anyway, a couple days ago, I woke up in the morning and I woke up naked, and I was just feeling myself. I was like,
listen, that morning body be something different though.
Girl,
like, no type of bloating, nothing.
No,
you feel the mirror, like, hold on.
That's your lightest weight.
Ooh.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go. Mind you, my baby is asleep in the bed. Dad's at work. Got the camera, bring the tripod. I put on some lingerie.
Make them.
What? I'm posing. I'm getting bright. Taking my OnlyFans lit. Shout out to me.
You had an OnlyFans?
Yes, girl.
I'm not tricking enough. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, but you don't be on socials.
That's why. You're right.
You don't be on socials.
You're right.
But yeah, like I took some new pictures or whatever, and like my ratings and everything's going a little crazy right now. But I'm finishing. I'm finishing my money that I wanted to make for March.
Tune the fuck in.
And that's all that really matters. And it just came off of a morning of confidence. Like I just got up and was like, bitch,
somebody got to see this shit.
Yeah,
somebody got to see this
shit. So, girl, I dropped the fucking I dropped one picture at first on Instagram. Shit started going up.
Can I see the picture?
Hell yeah.
Please, because I missed this ever.
YouTube, y'all can't see it because that's a bit much. YouTube is should be forever.
I could see it though.
Girl. Okay, so I want you to know that I covered the
it's a
shit
picture?
in the. No, I covered the shit in the background.
I'm not a kid.
I covered this in the background on the clothes. But
damn, bitch.
Seriously. So
send me that link.
My
please. Can you send me that link?
Child's father even slid up like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why the fuck is you on the Grand Wild like that?
You knew what the fuck was going on when you signed up for this.
No, period.
Sometimes you gotta remind them. You feel me?
But I did end up deleting it, and it didn't have anything to do with anybody. I did delete it because I always keep shit up, like shit like that. I only keep it there for a little time span. If you follow me, you know I never leave anything up like that for 24 hours. But like my responses were really good. But at the end of the day, if you ain't spending no money, I'm not going back and forth with you in the DM.
Exactly.
I'm not.
Fucking exactly. And people can only conversate with you through OnlyFans like if they paying or something, right?
Yeah, so you gotta pay to get in, and then if you want to talk to me,
you gotta pay for conversation.
Not necessarily, but most of the time, it's somebody hitting me up and asking for photos or videos. So it's not much conversation anyway. I'm just sending you that photo or video for money.
And you sending that payment.
Yeah, they can't open the picture or the video without paying first.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. And I actually still do have a sale going on, guys. $15.99. Hit your girl up.
I got that $16 ready for you.
Once
baby.
you get in that motherfucking club, though, it's up after that. Yeah. Next question. You seem like to me like I have like you're a person who's like big on like being peaceful, like having peace, and you feel me, like you acknowledge that. Where does that come from? Like, why are you like that?
Because,
and especially because you're young, y'all usually like messy, bullshit, drama. Like, why you want the opposite?
Period. Life humbled me quick. We not gonna get to it. Everybody got a side story, and I'm big on that too, which is why I don't tell nobody nothing I've been through, because it is what it is. We all got a little sad shit.
Oh, damn, sure do.
My biggest mistake was moving out of my mother's the second I turned 18. Like 18 years old, I was deadass already in my own apartment. So
Wow.
that put me through a lot of stuff because I thought I was prepared for something that I wasn't. And like as a child, I was always really spoon fed. My mother spoiled the fuck out of me, as she should though. Like, period. I call myself a gift from God because I'm born on Christmas. I'm a little full of myself in that sense. But anyway, yeah. Good. So I had like a really like spoiled upbringing, and then once I was like in the real world, me and my mom kind of didn't have a relationship anymore. So you know, I went through a lot of stuff by myself, and I was able to analyze like that a lot of people who go through things are usually the people that you see out here, like, you know, like very cold and very mean and just not very friendly people. And I always knew that that's not something that like I want to live by. That's not a trait I want to carry. Like, you know, like wearing your heart on your sleeve almost, because that's really what it is wearing your heart on your sleeve when like you treating the world how you've been treated. That's not something I want to live by. So like I have more compassion because I understand. Like I look at somebody and see that they mean as hell and understand. Like, all right, this is probably like a defense mechanism. So like I think like that now to a point where like I'm always very compassionate, and I don't really let anything get to me too much, honestly, because like shit's only gonna bother you as much as you let it. So it's like a lot of like reading into like different motivational speakers and stuff, like Alan Watts, Abraham Hicks, people like that. Like you'll start to understand that like you control your life. You control what you go through. You control what you put up with. Like you just gotta know how to maneuver your way. Like your peace is literally a choice, just like your happiness is your choice. So I feel like I went through enough stuff that I'm able to master it at a young age.
You what?
Was able to master it at a young age. Like
master
just,
okay,
just being calm.
I was just about to comment on that. I was about to say, for you to be fucking 23 and you can acknowledge things that you feel like were uncomfortable situations or not supposed to go certain ways, or you feel like kind of like I guess like it was like a bad experience, but you turned it into something good. That's a really big thing.
Clearly raised by an amazing mom or parents, whatever, because you know that you always have that option to fall back on. And that's honestly what being a parent is. Like when you raising a child, like you got to know that that's your child for the rest of your life, not till they turn 18. Like that's still your child. Right, but, so you should always still be able to be there for them.
I feel like it's hard because now that I'm a mom, like I'm raising a man, and I want him to be a man. You feel me? Like I don't want him to just be a man because he got a dick. I want my son to really like hold his weight, carry himself. Like I want my son to be able to have all his own things, not because of a bitch. A lot of men that I know, they have a lot of great accomplishments. They have a lot of achievements because of a woman. I don't know a lot of men who have anything of their own.
Can I just
or got it on their own as just being a man, and I want that different from my son real bad.
Like, a lot of the times though, the men who are like that I like, you know, like living at their bitch crib or this, that, and the third, those are men that were raised by women. So you have to understand that it's not your job to make your son a man. Only a man can make their child a man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a man's role. You don't know how it feels to be a man. So how are you gonna raise a man? So yeah, you could be his mother, and of course you have to have that like good balance of like, you know, like being raised by that feminine energy and still having that like masculine influence, but you don't step in.
Well, I don't have to because luckily, like my son, he has a 2-parent, you feel me, like living situation. Both of us are gonna be there no matter what. Like I don't have to bring a man in, you feel me, and my dad doesn't have to be that for my son. My grandfather doesn't have to be that for my son. My son has a great father who's going to always teach him ways to excel and, you feel me, to be a better man. I just, like, I just get nervous because like raising the boy, I just feel like it's a lot. And this is not what I signed up for. Like I really thought that I was gonna have a daughter. Like so it's difficult, and I'm still like trying to like attach to like what's right and what's wrong. There's no book written on how to be a parent, and
Because there's no right or wrong way to do it, to be honest. As long as you're
no,
raising
you're
your
right.
child off of love and you know that you're doing the most that you can, you're a good parent, period. And don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Like,
Yeah.
another influence that social media and shit has is like, like these people like look like they giving the world to their kid, like
Girl.
spoiling them with this, that, and the third. But a lot of the times, them spoiled kids be spoiled because their parents is never there. Because
Exactly.
So
they don't get no attention. They don't get no time. You feel
and if
me?
we being honest, having a parent that's actually there for you 100% of the time to raise you is way better than being a spoiled child. Like all that material shit is not gonna
See
teach
what
you
I mean?
nothing.
I
But
had
actually
both.
having your parents present. See, I didn't have both. I was spoiled.
I had both. I'm
That
in the
was
house
it.
with my mom, my dad. I'm extremely spoiled, and then both of them working. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I really feel like I'm definitely a dime a dozen. Like you don't come across that shit. I didn't grow up with
It's
a
a
lot of
blessing.
friends that had no man in their house. Like I think I think one or two, and it still wasn't a healthy environment that they were in. Mom and dad were there, but it wasn't healthy. You know what I mean? I actually had a somewhat healthy environment. You know what I mean? Like I really wouldn't say mine was toxic. I didn't have parents on drugs.
Nah, that's a blessing. Cause let me just say, I've met, and
I
it's
did
crazy.
have parents just being human and fighting demons, like, cause that's what we all do. You know what I mean? The past will hump the shit out you.
Can I just say, like, I always feel like people being on drugs, like all that heavy shit, like meth and that shit, is like, like something that you don't hear about often. But when you really start asking people about their childhood and their parents, a lot of these motherfuckers was raised by crackheads. And all jokes aside,
and they were functional.
raised by crackheads.
They were functional and everything, and we were young and didn't even know that is what was going on. Like, but as I grew up, I learned things, and I'm like, oh shit.
You start looking at everybody different as you go.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, your character,
shout out to you though
for making it out of that shit, and you know what I mean. And you knew what was going on the whole time. I didn't even know. So like, I don't know. Life is interesting. It's interesting as fuck.
It's all about making sure that you learn it through everything you're going through. And also, it's very important to learn from other people's experiences, too. Yeah. Like, I feel like a toxic mindset I grew out of, right, was for a long time, like, I would tell myself, like, if you're not doing better than me, I don't want to hear any type of advice. Don't give me nothing. Like, there's nothing that you could tell me. But at the end of the day, like, there's a lot that you can learn from other people and their mistakes everybody. And stuff. Like, even that bum on the street that's asking you for money while you at the red light, there's something you can learn from that person, because guess what? You can learn from their mistakes and learn how to not end up in the position that they're in. Like, everything is a learning experience.
I've always wanted to talk to a bum, just like I've always wanted to talk to a stripper. I just wanted to know, like, why the fuck is you doing this? Like, what's going on?
The only strippers I want to talk to is them bitches straight out of, and again, I'm not a judgmental person, but y'all girls that straight out of high school being strippers, mamas, you got a whole lot more to you than just your body. Get it together. Because you can't come back from that.
They don't even know that they got more to offer.
No, because another thing I'm big on is I feel like people shouldn't feel so pressured to go into college right after high school. Because I feel like right after high school, you still don't know who you are. You don't know what you're going to want to do. You still have a lot of growing to do. So it's okay to settle down with like a little job, a couple little side hustles until you actually are deciding on what you want to do. Because a lot of issues that people have too is that they in college paying off student debt for a major that after a couple years they absolutely despise. So now you're stuck in student debt for the rest of your life, and you feel like you're stuck in that career field because you're paying for it, and now you're miserable. Stop thinking that you got to go into college straight out of high school because your parents is telling you that's the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to do. We in 2023, everybody an entrepreneur. Everybody got some sort of talent. You just got to find it. And there's no better feeling than making money doing what you love to do. Try to find that. Find that for yourself.
I agree, because if I was getting paid like on a regular to do this shit, y'all don't understand how many times I done did this shit. Like,
you're gonna be.
Seriously, like, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, I've had interviews, 4 or 5 interviews in a week. I've had 4. Like on a Monday, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday, Sunday. You feel me? Like, it's been adding up. Like, I'm so appreciative. Like, I can't tell y'all how much, like, just from people like supporting me and really wanting to be here. Like,
because I wanted to be
earlier,
there.
someone else hit me up too. Like a girl hit me up. 2 niggas hit me up. A nigga that's a rapper hit me up. Like, yo, I want to be on your show. Okay, cool. You can get
Make
on
sure
here.
that you come
And then
into
this other
agreements.
nigga hit me up, and I'm like, I was a little iffy about that. I don't know. I still got to talk to a couple people before I allow him on my show. But the fact that you wanted to be here, that shit got me gassed.
Make sure you letting them know too. Like if you on this show, you better make sure you promoting it. Because if you're a rapper with a following, any type of audience that it reaches is a good audience. Period.
Oh yes. You know what? I'm gonna add that in my invite. I'm gonna add that in my invite. That's a part of it. Like
you have
to
promote.
Know,
you can't show up to
know
the
that
show.
You need to promote. Like if you don't know that, you just tacky as hell.
Nah, but that's why I'm saying that's something that you gotta say. Because a lot of times people will show up on here hoping that they just get a little bit of clout, hoping that they just seen. Like nah, you gotta make sure that you're supporting to the fullest. So if you're showing up here and you talking, make sure that you're talking that shit that you're ready to share with your peoples. Because you posting this shit too, bitch. Let them know to tap in.
For sure.
Tap in.
I had a girl here on my last episode that's a rapper, and she has a huge following. Huge. She charges people for interviews. She said, "You from Rahway? I'm from Rahway. I'm not charging you to interview me.
Period.
I'm not charging you to interview me." And she has a huge following. She already got a name and everything like that. Like shit like that. I appreciate though that you fuck with me. Obviously.
Who was your last interview?
Anissa. Nisa F Baby. She a rapper from Rahway. Follow her. Look into her. Yeah, look into her. Oh, excuse me. I do have more questions though.
I'm ready.
All right, one more question. 2. So, I'm really heavily into the Angie Martinez show. Have you ever seen it? She has a podcast.
Lip Service, right? Lip Service is
That's Angela Yee.
Oh, damn. So I don't know who we talking about.
Angela Yee show is good. It's very sexual. Love sex. But I'm saying, Angie Martinez, she's a radio host like for like back in the day, like.
I mean, her name ring bells. That's why I thought Lip Service.
She's from New York. Okay, so yeah, she has a podcast now where she interviews people just about their life, like you know what I mean. But of course, it's celebrities, so we all tuned in or whatever. She asks on the show, everybody, how happy are you in life right now, on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you say?
10. Period. Like I said earlier, beautiful. Nah, that is because like I said earlier, happiness is a choice. So if you feel like you wake up one day and you're not happy, I really need people to understand that like it's literally gonna be all of your decisions that you make in that day to make sure that by the end of the night you're going to sleep happy. Because it could be little shit, like you could be dead broke and still find a way to be happy. And I mean that like from the bottom of my soul, because you can find something that you could do that's gonna bring you some type of joy. Like sometimes happiness is really just like tapping into like your like childhood self or whatever the case may be. So sometimes you just need to walk in the park. And next thing you know, like you cheesing by the end of the day. Like a walk on the beach does it for me. Like there's so many ways to bring yourself happiness. And like it's your life. So it's your life. Of it. It's your fucking literally take charge of this shit. It don't matter if you gotta be at work every day 9 to 5. Guess what? You still got them couple of hours before you gotta go to sleep that you could be doing something to make sure that you're smiling by the time you go to sleep. Like I feel so bad for people that feel like they gotta be like completely consumed in just their work to a point where it's like, because especially right now, generations probably don't even understand how hard we got it because you know like everything has changed with inflation and stuff, like the housing market. So people are really hard on themselves about like, you know, like our parents bought houses at our ages, but we're not. Like it's a whole different market that we living in right now.
We can barely buy eggs. Damn.
Literally.
This
shit barely buy eggs, like, bitch. So like it's really important to like understand the time that you're living in and just focus up on yourself. Like it sounds corny, but like you literally only live once. It's so important to really imprint that shit in your mind because like you're not gonna live today again. So everything that you could have did today, all that shit I could have would have, throw it out the fucking window and do that shit.
You know that's right. I really gotta tell you guys, like, so I met Nikki, like, you feel me, obviously like in a bar area, in a bar like environment, so it's loud, it's a lot of things going on. We never had any type of like one-on-one time. I am so like just proud of the way her mind works. It makes you 10 times more attractive, literally. Than I was attracted to her just because of the way she looked. You know what I mean? But when you find out the way that a person thinks, it can make them look totally different. Like, you know what I mean? You could come across a good looking bitch and then she fucking brainless.
Yeah, once she
That's
opened her mouth, it's
so
a dub.
unattractive. Like, what are you talking about? Shut
There's
up.
a lot of people like that.
Yeah, it is a lot of people like
It
that.
really fucking is.
But I don't like stuff like that, you know, at all. It doesn't do anything for me. But
that's some
I'm
people
so
that are living off of
happy
ego.
that she's on my show and you guys are getting to know her as well, because I think it's such a positive thing. It's a very positive woman, you know, and I think she's going to continue to grow into something absolutely beautiful. You are young, you have a lot of time to continue to get this right. I pray to God you do have a lot of time. I know death doesn't come by age, but you know what I mean. They're still like in the back of my mind. I always think of death coming by age. So I feel like you have a lot of time, you know what I mean, to just continue to perfect being a really good person, because I feel like that's just what you are, like just a really good bitch.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? On top of being a bad bitch.
I appreciate that shit.
Never
so
stop
much.
being a bad bitch. Stop.
Can't never stop.
Right, like it's just natural. Like, I just wake up like this. So to end the show, I allow everybody to ask me a question. You can ask me one question, business or personal. It would be totally up to you.
Okay, so, I wasn't prepared for this.
Yeah, that'd be the shocker at the end.
Nah,
Motherfuckers be like, what am I supposed to ask you?
Nah,
like,
I'm gonna come up with a question.
Gonna have to. Yo, you can't get off the shit without.
I just gotta make sure that it's fun. God damn. Okay, you influencing my question, bitch. Hold on.
Okay, guys, so we are ending the show.
We ending this shit.
We are ending the show.
Damn, already?
Thank you, Baldy Nikki.
You don't got no more questions?
We over an hour. Hell no.
It don't even feel like an hour. I feel like I've been here for like 20 minutes. This is an amazing host. And if you was questioning if you wanted to come on the show or not, bitch, I'm telling you, you better pull up. Because you're going to be comfortable. You're going to have a nice
I'm about to play come through.
And the energy is always there. And then she look good as fuck. So you got some eye candy for the whole show. Bitch, this whole time, I have not looked at that camera more than 5 times, bitch. I've been looking at you.
Good. I hope your dick getting hard.
It is. It really fucking is. I left it home, but it's there.
So you still got that pussy on you, as long as the pussy ain't wet. You're going to get me in trouble on the damn YouTube channel. They're going to be like, Shay, what the fuck? What's going on? Yo, you got to pay. So we're going to end it. Cheers.
Cheers. Some more money, more
success. Sorry. What the fuck? I was about to say I would cut it after that.
More money, more success, and more fucking episodes of this podcast, because I want to be tuned the fuck in, and I would love to be here again.
I was about to say, and you going to end up coming back.
I sure the fuck am.
Cheers to all the fucking bad bitches. Let's get money.
Cheers to all the bad bitches. Let's get money.
Outside.
Period.
Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Talk About It with motherfucking Ling. I feel like I have not talked to y'all for a while, but I have a very special guest with me, and I want her to introduce herself. And I call her Kadia, but she carries many different faces. So you tell me who you are.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kadia Zane. You already know the vibes. I sing, I rap, I dance, I model, I do it all. So talk to me nice, not twice. Okay?
You know what I'm saying?